Because they say Tinubu has never lost an election.
Is that so?
That is what, historically speaking.
I do not think so. Everybody loses election.
Could 2027 be a first for Tinubu?
Yes, and you will see.
That Tinubu can lose 2027?
He will lose 2027.
What gives you that confidence?
Because I know what Nigerians are feeling outside. Tinubu never won the election of 2023, and everybody knows it. Those who want to bet, we said, fine, he has been declared winner, no problem. We acknowledge him as president, no problem. But we're going to meet him in the field, and I will see how he's going to cobble together that thing that will make him win again. It won't work, because this time, everybody will be ready. It will no longer be an announcement at 3 a.m. before people will wake up in the morning. They will tell you, oh, yeah, that will not work anymore. This time, people are ready, and we are ready. And the masses outside are even more ready. If you do an election today, you know what it's going to cost. How would you deal with this? That is the problem.
APC controls a quarter of the states in this country. What is left for the for parties other than the APC is less than a third of the states of the Federation. And you know, Ane, you are so experienced politically speaking that you know that structure wins election a lot of the times.
I come from Aba. And I was discussing this particular thing of saying, oh, APC has this government, that government. And people were a little worried. And I asked one of them a question. In fact, that question was asked by Governor Peter Obi. He asked someone, so this Abaribe here, will he go to area market and tell them to vote for Tinubu? He can't try it. Most of all these people who are telling you that they are following President Tinubu cannot go to their homes and say it. They can't. Why? Because they're going to be stoned when they go to say such a thing. People are suffering. The suffering is monumental. We've never had this before. And not just the suffering, the whole economy is collapsed. The security is, I mean, you have not solved it. And where would you now get that vote from? You don't run a government the way it is run. This is not a monarchy. This is a democracy.
If it is not Bola Tinubu, who could it be? Is there a savior that we could look up to in 2020?
There are too many Nigerians who are democratic, who can run this country, who can do the best for this
Like Peter Obi?
Like Peter Obi.
What about
you just took it out of my mouth. Yes.
Is he going to be is he your candidate?
He will be my candidate. All of us are going to somewhere, and it is when we get there, then we cross that hurdle. But the point is, when you look at somebody's antecedents, you look at how the person carries himself. Throughout, Peter Obi was governor. Did you ever hear about his children? Did you ever hear about his wife?
Is it a country hear about president's children?
No, this is a country. This is not a monarchy. And I continue to say this. This is a democracy.
What do you want the president to do to his children? To send them away on exile?
No.
Or to do what?
No. You don't put them in the public. You don't let them continue to use state resources. Never done. You don't, look, let's just not,
you don't like the manner in which he controls his home. You don't like the manner
The point is not him.
Okay.
It is the way the whole government has turned into a KBC government. So the president can do no wrong. Anything that he says, oh, we agree, oh, anything. No, that's not how you run a government. You run a government by people challenging your views. Right now, any view challenging the view of government is seen as treason. And
those of you who are not standing on the mandate, You are standing on nothing.
I don't think the people who are standing on the mandate really enjoy standing.
But you
there.
like that song on your mandate. You
like that song. I've never sung it and I will never sing it.
But you stand up when they sing it. When they bring the budget to the National Assembly.
When
it's
they
become
bring the budget,
a second national
just a moment. When they bring the budget to the National Assembly, we stand up for the Nigerian national anthem.
And then the mandate song.
If people decide to play the mandate song, check where I sit down. I don't follow them.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our special edition news analysis right here. We're diving straight into the firestorm that has been ignited by a very powerful statement from a major political figure, Senator Enyinaya Abaribe. When a veteran like him speaks, the entire political space listens, and this time he did not hold back. The headline that is rocking the nation is his bold declaration: Tinubu will lose in 2027. He never won in 2023. Peter Obi won and will still win. That is a triple shot of political dynamite. This isn't just everyday political talk. This is a direct challenge to the establishment and a rallying cry for the opposition. Let's break down why this statement is so significant and why you need to be paying attention. First, the senator is essentially saying that the official results of the 2023 presidential election, the ones declared by INEC and upheld by the courts, are wrong. He is echoing the persistent belief held by a massive segment of the Nigerian population, especially the youth-led obedience movement, who feel strongly that their mandate was somehow not fully recognized. This claim, though legally settled, keeps the conversation about election transparency and trust burning bright. And that is a key issue that will follow us right into 2027. Now, remember to tap that like button if you find this analysis interesting, and please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of these crucial updates. The second part of Senator Abaribe's statement is a crystal clear political prediction. He is looking 4 years ahead and stating that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the ruling party will lose the 2027 election and that Peter Obi will win. Why would he be so confident so early? It comes down to two major factors: the economy and youth engagement. Right now, the cost of living is a major pain point for practically every Nigerian family. Prices of essential goods are high, and the economic reforms, though necessary according to the government, are biting hard. For Senator Abaribe, this widespread economic hardship is the opposition's biggest political weapon. He sees the public's current financial struggles as a guarantee that voters will look for a change in 2027. Then you have the youth factor. The energy and massive participation of young Nigerians in the last election, mostly supporting Mr. Peter Obi, was unprecedented. The senator is banking on this force not just sticking around, but growing stronger. He believes that the hope and desire for a different kind of governance that powered the obedient movement are still very much alive and will be the decisive factor next time. This statement is not just about confidence, it's about strategy. It's an attempt to keep the opposition's morale high, to motivate their base, and to send a strong message to the ruling party that the battle for 2027 has already begun. It forces the current government to realize that every policy, every budget, and every project they implement over the next 2 years will be scrutinized through the lens of as a looming election. We are also seeing early talks of real-time political maneuvering about opposition unity. Peter Obi himself has signaled his willingness to collaborate and discuss with other like-minded opposition figures. If all these opposition groups who share the goal of replacing the current government can truly come together and form a single, strong front, the political landscape will change drastically. A coalition of major opposition forces would make the 2027 election a completely different game from what we saw in 2023. So this headline is much more than just a man's opinion. It's a summary of the current political mood, persistent questioning of the past, and powerful positioning for the future. It tells us that the opposition is not backing down. They are energized, and they are using the current economic conditions to fuel their campaign for 2027. Please, I must remind you again, if you are enjoying this honest,
deep analysis,
Hit that like button right now, and if you are new here, please subscribe and turn on notifications. What does Senator Abaribe's headline that Tinubu will lose in 2027 and Peter Obi will win, having already won in 2023, ultimately mean for us, the Nigerian people? It means that the political temperature has just gone way up. It's a loud signal that the opposition is not waiting for 2026 to start campaigning. They are using every opportunity now to build momentum. Their entire strategy is resting on the hope that the current economic strain and high cost of living will push voters overwhelmingly toward change. For the current administration, this is a clear warning shot. They know they must accelerate their efforts to show tangible, positive results that directly impact the common person's pocket. They must deliver on their promises and address the hardship now if they want to counter this powerful narrative of dissatisfaction. So, while the courts decided the past, the present economic reality is shaping the future. The conversation is no longer about who should have won, but who will win. It's about which side can better convince Nigerians that they have the solution to the problems we face every day. This is the big story, folks. A political heavyweight has thrown down the gauntlet, and the road to 2027 is now officially open and full of energy. Before you go, please make sure you have liked this video and subscribed to our channel. Your support helps us bring you all the real-time analysis you need to stay informed. Thank you for tuning in. We'll keep watching this story as it develops. Stay engaged, and we'll see you in the next analysis. Bye for now.